You may have a need at some point to make a calendar public. For example, let's say you have a gym that gets rented out or used during the evening for different clubs, and you want to have folks be able to access that to see when gym times are available. So I'm going to show you what that workflow might look like and how to make that public with others. So I'm going to start by clicking on New Calendar, and I'm just going to call this Gym Schedule, and we're not going to put a description in. I'm going to go ahead and create that calendar. So now that calendar exists, again, under my name, but I've created this calendar. And I'm going to let that create, and then I'm going to configure this calendar, see what it looks like. Again, I can add a description if I'd like. Notice it's using the same settings from my other calendars. And this is where I want to take and make this a public calendar. So it's going to make all my events visible. Click OK. Now I can toggle that on and off to see free and busy times. So maybe I just do this. If I don't want people to know what groups are using it, so there's not a kind of bickering back and forth about who's using the gym, I'm just going to allow them to see free and busy times. So from there, now I can scroll down. Again, I may want to share this with specific people. For example, I might want the school administrative assistant to be able to add events, as well as myself, as well as athletic director, those types of things. So I can go ahead and give specific people the ability to add events. All I'm doing up here is giving them the ability to see those events. So I'm going to come down here. Now again, I can add those notifications if I need to, but most importantly what I want to do is I want to come down here to this integrate calendar page right here. So notice that it's giving me an ID to the calendar. Here is my public URL, so I can actually push this out to individuals. But let's say you're trying to put this up on your school website. This is what we call an iframe code. So basically it's going to pull the calendar from Google and it's going to allow you to embed it into a web page. So I want to just kind of take a look and look at this. So if I click on it, I do a Control-C to copy. I can then put this into my website as HTML code. So, and it also gives me the ability to customize it. So if I click on customize, what it's going to allow me to do is add a title to this if I want. I can go ahead and show different things if I need to. I can change the size. I can make it a week view instead of a month view. You can still toggle between these up here, but I can do all kinds of different things. Again, if I want, I can pick a border color or background color, for this calendar. That's a little bright there, but and I can also tell it what calendars I want to display. Now, because I don't want everybody to see all these calendars, I'm only going to click on the gym schedule here because that's all I want them to be able to see. So once in there, once I have that done, I just simply come back into this little area here, the code. If you're into code, you notice that here's my height and width, and there's some different pieces of text in here that tell it what I want it to do. Again, I Control-C, and then I go to my website and I embed that code as a Google Calendar code. And that's a simple, easy way to get your calendar to show up with or on a website so others can see. Some of you have questions about how do I take and delete a calendar? Well, this is the easiest way to do that. So if you go into your settings at the very bottom, there's going to be a delete place there. So that's how you would take and set up a calendar to be shared publicly with everybody else out on the web.